Good morning. I'm Cheryl Heister with the Literacy and Learning Success Centers, where students and teachers are partners in learning. In the spirit of our mission of success through lifelong learning and learning for life, we are trying something new for the Extra Give. Today, we will be connecting with our supporters in a series of Facebook Live events featuring our friends in the culinary arts. At the Success Centers, adults can work on basic skills, college and career readiness, high school equivalency preparation, and English for speakers of other languages. COVID-19 has had a big impact on our learners and on our services. Overnight, we went from a face-to-face program to providing services remotely to adult learners, many who have barriers to being able to participate in online learning. These barriers include not having a computer, not having internet, and not having the literacy and computer skills to use technology to learn. Digital literacy and access to technology is no longer a luxury, it is a necessity. This year, our goal is to expand digital inclusion in our service area by addressing those barriers. We'll be telling you more about how we plan to do that throughout the day. But now, let's talk about our plans for the 2020 Extra Give. Since we're not able to hold our annual live fundraising event this year, an evening of match pairs, we thought we would take this opportunity to give you a taste of the Literacy and Learning Success Centers, meet some of our friends and former students, and build a few new culinary skills of your own. True to our mission, the Success Center team is all about lifelong learning. Now, we have never done anything like this before, and frankly, we have no idea what we are doing or how this is even going to work. But our friends at ADAM, Shoemaker, Sylvie's Recipes, La Cocina Mexicana, The Gypsy Kitchen, Gary Hufford, and Dave Diffendahl are helping us connect with you today. This morning, join us on Facebook to meet Sylvie Bonin, a former student whose business was recently voted by the LMP Reader's Choice Awards as one of the best places to take cooking classes. Tune in to hear Sylvie's story and learn how to make pithiviere? I think I said that right. Please stay tuned on Facebook throughout the day and tell your friends to tune in and support the Literacy Council of Lancaster, Lebanon. Our goal is to raise $25,000 today, and that is going to help us digitally include our community. You can help us meet our goal by donating to the extragive.org, searching for the Literacy Council of Lancaster, Lebanon. Thank you. See you soon.
Hi, Sylvie.
Hello, Jane. How are you?
Oh, what a beautiful presentation.
Yeah.
We are here with Sylvie, with Sylvie's Recipes. And Sylvie was a previous student at the Literacy Council. And today she has prepared a beautiful cake and homemade bread. But Sylvie, tell me a little bit about your journey from France.
Yes.
And how your life was before and after the Literacy Council.
I believe I had a great life in France because I have a social life, I have a good job, I have a beautiful house. And when my husband said you should go to the US because I want to move and to have a new job, I was a little scary. But you can imagine. And I was almost over 50 years old, which is not easy. But because Literacy Council, because people like Jane, that make my that make my journey easier, much easier. My English was not perfect, of course, but I studied at school, university, and when people open their arms just to say you welcome, it was for me like a new life. I am so sorry to be almost crying, but it was like almost yesterday, and finally it was 12 years ago, and we are still friends. And I like the fact that at Literacy Council everyone is a person. We are not a nationality, we are a person. We are people in need to learn a new language, to find the way. So I was financial advisor, and now I am a kind of chef. I don't like to use the word chef because to be a chef you need to learn a lot of years. So I like to bring my style, my cooking, my pleasure, my passion to your house. And I am very happy after almost, next year will be the 10, to still doing that and with a lot of pleasure as usual. So I am very happy to be here finally.
So, the dishes that you prepared for us today, can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah.
The bread and this beautiful cake.
If you don't, it's like a cliche. French bread and beret. I don't have the beret, but I have the French bread today. So for us, it's like a tradition to have bread. I love making that and I love it, just simply. That cake, I choose that cake because it's something you don't really know, and I hope you can taste before you will leave, because it's a very nice cake. It's not too sweet, and it's something also special because it's a kind of memory to my father. So simple, easy to do. This is my motto. Simple, easy to do, and having fun.
Thank you so much for supporting us during this extraordinary this extraordinary day in Lancaster County.
So you see, it seems to be dense, but finally it's very light.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Thank you.
And it's made with almond flour.
Almond flour, eggs, sugar, butter, and flour, all-purpose flour.
Okay, do you have to use the all-purpose flour, or could you do it without?
No, we can do with all almond flour,
Okay.
but a little more.
Okay.
So that will be a kind of gluten-free cake.
Okay, right. Somebody who's gluten-free, it would be perfect. Oh.
And because the royal icing on the top, finally the royal icing is going inside, so the moisture of the cake is more soft.
Plus the combination of the fruit being a little tart with the sweetness of the frosting it's perfect.
And finally, it's a simple cake.
Yeah, it's you always say it's simple. Simple for you.
No, finally.
I've been here to cook, remember?
Yes.
Thank you. Still warm.
It's a piece of cake. I always say that. And I made cantaloupe jam. I like to make jam, but I like to do something you don't use it. You don't have the habit to eat.
You gave me a jar of that a couple of years ago when you made it.
If you want to taste.
Thank you.
On your bread. It's too good. It's a cantaloupe.
It's cantaloupe, but it doesn't taste exactly like a cantaloupe. It's almost like a peach apricot cantaloupe
yes, and
sort
when
of flavor.
I do my jam, I like to use herbs, and that one I probably use tarragon.
Okay, so maybe that cuts the sweetness of that cantaloupe. It's wonderful.
And also the idea when I cook with young kids is to explain you that it's easy to make something, again, not too complicated but tasty, using cardamom, using parsley, using cumin, turmeric, because all that spicy are very also healthy for your body.
Yeah.
So this is also important.
Yeah. Do you remember when I brought my grandchildren here to cook, and my grandson said, "I want to live here. I don't want to go home."
Yeah, absolutely. I remember that. It was so funny. Yeah. It's friendly, which is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
And thank you for supporting the Literacy Council
Thank
for
you.
years
Thank
during
you.
our events and our fundraisers.
And thank you for your help. It was great to feel like I have a new family.
Do.
Thank you. Thank you.